Good morning, and thank you for joining us for SBB Live. I am your host and the publisher of Seniors Blue Book, Amanda Barton. Very excited today to bring on not only one of my valued advertisers, but one of my very best friends, Adam Corcoran, the Director of Business Development with Golden Care. How are you this morning, Adam?
Amanda, I'm great. Thank you for having me today, and thank you, Seniors Blue Book, for bringing this education to our community. I think it's so important, and you guys are doing a phenomenal job.
Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. Appreciate being valued in the community. We do a lot of community outreach, and that's what today is all about. So many folks out there have long-term care insurance policies, but they don't really know what's in them. So Golden Care does this extra layer of customer service for not only their clients, but their prospective clients, or really anyone that needs the education. So talk to me a little bit about what you're doing in the community.
So we found the opportunity a couple of years ago to really be laser focused and being able to help advocate for people who have long-term care insurance policies. Statistics show that about 10 to 12% of people actually have policies, but not everyone really knows how or when to use them. So it's been about 2 years now that we saw that many times people come and open up their claims way too late in the game. So after a handful of times of seeing it happening, I said, I have to be proactive. So Golden Care took a very proactive approach in being able to help advocate. So what we'll do is we'll do a complimentary long-term care insurance review. We'll meet with families, whether they're interested in home care services or not. I mean, this is completely complimentary, just kind of an act of service for our community. And being able to go to their home, review that policy, help them understand their policy inside and out, read it through with them. And if it is appropriate, we will walk them through that entire process of initiating the claim, making sure that all the documentation has been faxed over to the insurance provider. It could be quite a burden to get all of that done. So it's our obligation to really help with that process. Because like, again, I focus in on this industry very closely, and only 50% of people only activate a claim. So it's one of those things is if people have access to a sum of money that pays for level of care, whether it's assisted living or home care, what have you, they're entitled to that. And what we end up seeing over and over again is, well, we don't want to initiate a claim because we're afraid that the money's going to run out, right? And that's not the case in so many situations. Actually, only about 5% of individuals actually go through their entire policy. So the likeliness of that happening is very slim. So we try to help walk them through that process and be with them like through the whole, be by their side through the whole time to really help any roadblocks that they occur. Because again, we feel that they're entitled to those benefits.
Yeah, and I think the insurance companies are really banking on the fact that they're not going to realize that they have these benefits available to them, wouldn't you say?
100%. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, it's an insurance product for a reason, right? I mean, I don't know the last time that your insurance or your life insurance policy or your insurance company said, hey, here's called you on the phone and says, you have a lump sum of $500,000 to spend. Why are you not using it, right? So, I mean, sometimes it does take someone to help them through that process because they're not going to call you to start that policy.
No, and they're not going to call you and say, oh, did you know that this thing just happened to you that you could totally use your policy for? They're banking on the fact that you're not going to realize that you could use your insurance for that. So now, aside from just being a private duty care opportunity here in Southwest Florida, you have a sister community as well that covers the Medicare side of things. Do you want to tell us how you work together with that? Because you don't have to use your long-term care insurance policy for that service. So tell me a little bit about the difference between a private pay, which Golden Care covers, and the Medicare, which preferred care home health covers, and how you work together.
Sure. So our owner, Chris Melly, he's been operating preferred care home health services for over a decade in Southwest Florida. He started this Medicare certified agency years ago to help people with nursing level care, therapy level care. And then we started Golden Care in 2017. Why this is important? Because he has two branches of services that really work together to be that continuum of care for someone who might be coming out of the hospital or a rehab setting, to really have that nursing and medical attention through nursing and therapy visits. That again is 100% covered by your Medicare benefit. And then you have the private duty home care piece. And we've done case studies that we've monitored when someone is on services with both the preferred care home health services and Golden Care together, we see great results of faster rehab, safer discharges at home, and lowering rehospitalization rates.
So Adam, I know that people typically wait until the last minute to call you. There are so many reasons why they should be calling you ahead of time. And number one, we're talking about long-term care insurance. A lot of people don't realize that they could be utilizing this benefit early. When would you say the best time for someone to call would be? And do they need to be a client of yours in order to talk to you about utilizing your services or even review your long-term care insurance policies?
Yeah, so no, they don't have to be a client of ours or even truly a prospective client. I mean, we really do this as a community service, and we encourage people to take advantage of reviewing and being educated about their policy. I mean, I can't tell you how many times we see time after time someone's initiating a claim and they only use their policy for a short period of time. I mean, I can count numerous amounts of times that I've seen people on hospice level care activating their policy, and they have a policy that covers them for 5 years and maybe $500,000-$600,000 of coverage, and they use the policy for weeks, maybe a month, a couple months. And there's something to be said, because most policies have an elimination period. An elimination period is the out-of-pocket cost, the time frame that you have to pay out of pocket before that benefit starts kicking in. So there's tips and tricks that I can help the individual with about getting through that elimination period as soon as possible, shrinking their out-of-pocket cost, and getting benefit rich. So I look at this as being proactive. People have to take a stance in making sure that they're being honest with themselves, right? I see so many people that husband and wife are caring for each other, and there really is needs that they can activate that policy and get level of care completely covered by their insurance. And they're just a little bit reluctant. So it's our job to help them through that process. So what they would do is they would call our office, schedule a meeting with myself or Danny, my colleague, and we would do a full review. We would go through that policy, and again, educate them, empower them, so they have all the tools and resources of when the time is appropriate, that they can activate that claim and get the ball rolling. And we'll help them through the whole process.
That's a fantastic community service that you offer to our residents here in Southwest Florida. Golden Care, Preferred Care, you guys do such a fantastic job marrying those services together to bring good quality and continuum of care to our residents. And I just want to thank you so much for being a valued partner of Seniors Blue Book and a valued member of our community.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for having me. And anyone, please feel free to reach out. You can reach us directly at our office at 239-440-2900. Thanks, Amanda.
Thank you, Adam. Have a good day.